Very sexy.
You're welcome. Bek's coming. Let's pull her brand into the background.
Make sure you've got the purple. Excellent. For me, Feast is all about connection. It's all about bringing people together, and I'm really looking forward to doing that in a meaningful way. I think connection is such a deep human need, and I think that what we're seeing across the world at the moment is real lack of well-being for people because of isolation, because of loneliness, because of disconnection from one another. So I'm really excited that Feast offers an opportunity for our community to come together, to celebrate each other and to reconnect. I remember being at Picnic in the Park on the banks of the Torrens years and years ago and just thinking it was such a vibe. And I'm really looking forward to being part of a festival that recreates that kind of connectivity again. My favourite memory around Feast is Picnic in the Park from back around, I think, circa 2012, I would say. And I remember that my favourite part of that was being around friends and looking around and just feeling as though, oh, I'm connected to something bigger than me and I'm not alone. Yeah.
The reason why I picked transformation as a theme is like Feast 27 years this year has gone through lots of changes.
Yep.
And last year we celebrated our front cover art with what we called like a work in progress. And so we felt the next sort of stage or step in that is work in progress transformation. But transformation means different things to different people.
Yeah.
So what does transformation mean to you in any sense of that word?
I love that, having a theme around transformation. For me, transformation means evolution, transformation means maturity, and transformation means growth. And I think in the context of Feast, transformation is about taking us from, we start off by trying to fit in, and then we go more towards starting to, rather than fit in, giving ourselves permission to stand out. But beyond standing out, we can then transition toward belonging. And there's a big difference between fitting in and belonging. And when we fit in, we're trying to change something about ourselves in order to please and appease somebody. Whereas when we're belonging, we're allowed to be ourselves while finding that sense of acceptance and love from other people. So for me, transformation is about evolving and maturing from fitting in to standing out to belonging, where instead of being ruled by this ego that tells us what we should be doing or that we need to be important, that we can be a greater part of the whole, and we can do that together in a way that's more loving.
I love that. You're good at this. Like, so good.
I'd just like to say, I'm just really appreciative for Feast Festival and its evolution. You know, it feels like a real commitment to this transformation journey, which is exciting for me. Growth is really important to me, and growth and learning, I think, are a really healthy part of society, where we start to question the norm, where we start to go, what else is beyond the status quo? What sits outside of my comfort zone? And so I'm really appreciative for Feast taking that on. And so being able to offer a space where people can step in and start to question their status quo, sitting in this bigger context of people challenging the status quo, is something that I feel is a really layered thing that I'm really, really pleased to be part of. As I like to say to people, you get to be the author of your story, and we're just going to hold the space for you to write that story out. I think queer stories matter because we need to share more of our humanity with each other. And I think that by sharing queer stories, we help to transition from a sense of separation toward a sense of connection, and that maybe we can even go beyond connection, that maybe we can start to look at integration as well. Queer stories for me are about helping the queer community to integrate with mainstream community, and it's about people integrating together through the sharing of stories. And I think through the story sharing process, it also helps people to integrate different parts of themselves as well. I know for me as a queer person that there were different parts of my identity that I needed to integrate with each other and to start to reconcile as part of my process. And I think that by sharing stories with each other, we help that integration process for ourselves, but we help do it on a bigger macro scale as well and help society integrate in such a way where there is less separation, there is less isolation, and there is more connectivity again.